And we are going live. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Shane Spencer, and I'm going to be your host of the Venturer podcast. Today we have, or this evening, today, I don't know which one is the better one. Anyway, today we have a really interesting check-in question. I'd like to know what your guilty song you recently listened to. Like, what's a guilty song that you recently listened to? Please throw that in the chat at any time. Thank you so much for being here. This is the Venturer podcast, episode number 2. So hopefully we got some of the kinks out here. I'm going to share with you my guilty pleasure song. It's called the Polish Cow Song. Okay, so I'll let me back up a little bit. So recently, I got my son one of these little dancing toys. Some of you may have seen it. It's a dancing cactus. It's the best thing around, and it plays all these different songs. The first song is the Happy Birthday song, but the second song is the Polish Cow Song. I can't play the Polish Cow Song for you because I don't have the rights to it, but you should definitely look it up on YouTube or Google or wherever you look things up these days. Look up the Polish Cow Song. It's a very catchy song. Why is it a guilty pleasure? Well, one day my wife and I decided that we should actually look up what this person is saying in Polish, and I will leave it there. So it is my son's toy, and it is a very adult song. It's called the Polish Cow Song, and that is currently my guilty pleasure song because sometimes I catch myself listening to it. So I don't necessarily push play on the toy, but I just listen to it on my Spotify list. But anyways, today we have the very talented, the wonderful, amazing Krena the Princess with us. And I am so looking forward to having her come and just talk about what she's up to. Guys, this is a treat. This is we're just going to get straight into it. So with that, please welcome Krena the Princess.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi. Yes.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vlog. I don't even
Thank
do they
you.
still call it a podcast because it's video? I don't know. But
Yeah.
how has your week been?
It's been very, very crazy being a mother, being a creator. It's a usual craziness that I've learned to navigate better and better every week. So,
You got to share those tips. I have no idea what it takes to be a creator. I'm learning and it's very frightening, but and being a parent. But first, let's just jump into it.
yeah.
Tell us, what are you up to these days? Like, what's your bold action? Let's go start there.
Yeah. My bold action, it's actually everything I present a little bit mysterious. So my bold action is I'm trying to win something you would never chase. And basically it's about being a leader of self security, self virtues, and especially for Black women. And as a Black woman, as a Black mother, being the things that I want to see, the change that I want to see. And well, there's women doing that everywhere, but in the arena of music, I feel like there is this missing hole that I really want to kind of jump into. And that's that idea of putting leadership and inspiration into the lyrics. And so my bold action is to create a culture, to influence a culture, which I call the kingdom. As you can see, my artist name is Krena the Princess. So it's this idea of staying connected to your youthfulness, but also you're considering and seeing yourself in the state of, higher, better than putting yourself in the place of enriching yourself, enhancing your own value. And that's the idea of being a part of the kingdom and the idea of Krena the
I
Princess.
love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love every minute of this. So, how long have you been thinking about taking this action?
Yes, well, probably for a couple of years now. Um, I knew I wanted to do music, but there's certain stipulations that might stop someone from doing that, especially being a mother, being the age that I am. So the process was an experimental process. I didn't really have the plan when I went out. In fact, it was pretty much like a fool jumping off the cliff and was just about, well, let me just start doing music again. and let me put it out there so that I can almost hold myself accountable on a public level to just say that I'm serious about this. I'm not playing around. It's not just a hobby. I know that there's something I want to do, but I'm not quite sure what I should call it yet. And so it was just a process of playing around and getting feedback, and then coming to this idea of, um, you know, being a little bit better, improving yourself, and how can I make that into art, basically.
Wow. Wow. That's
Yeah.
inspiring. That's it. See, this is why I invited you. I was like, I gotta have Krena on the podcast because you're up to something. You're up to something. I've been following you for a while on
Yes.
TikTok, on Instagram, and I was like,
Yeah.
yo, she's doing something here. There's some
Yeah.
artistry here. There's something here, and I was like, all right, let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, what were some
Yeah.
things you mentioned a little bit before about being a mom and a creator, but just broadly, what are some things, what's some considerations that you had to navigate before taking this action?
Um, okay, when you're a mom and you're basically, my whole day was being with my daughter. This is before she was at school. It was just about, okay, nap time. This is going to be the time that I start writing and making things. And finding those little pockets of time. So you're like trying to get your kid to learn how to do something on their own, or maybe even join you. Like sometimes now my daughter, she'll come and sing with me. So it's like you're basically trying to find these little resting spots during the day where you can kind of fill in a little bit of your own creativity. But the thing that really made it committed, like, it's not just I'm playing around, was that I emotionally needed an outlet at that time. And I think this is really good for parents, because a lot of us parents are stressed out, and we want to go and do something, but we're not really quite sure what it is that we need to just feel like we're just a human being again. Sometimes you just feel like you're an operating machine, trying to keep a person alive. So um, it was about being able to just have an outlet. Like if I'm frustrated, if I'm angry, if I feel whatever, this was my chance to kind of let that out. And so that also was a part of the commitment. It was a venting process.
Mm.
And that's why when it's like, oh, I could sit and watch this Netflix movie and take a nap during her 2 hour nap, I was like, no, let me just try to put something out. Let me see if I can make something. So that was the process in the beginning, and it was a therapeutic one, really. Yeah.
Wow. You just gave me my whole wow. I have a 15-month-old, and right now when he goes down, I'm trying to go down as well because I'm like, you know what? I get to sleep.
Yeah.
That's all I need right now. But what you're saying is during those times, those are the times you're pushing yourself to be creative, and that made you feel
Yes.
human again. Wow.
Hmm.
Huh. You know,
Yeah.
going into being a parent, I had no idea how much they couldn't do for themselves.
Yeah.
Right. And then so I'm
Yeah.
doing all this stuff, and you're absolutely right. Like when you creating time for yourself. So totally get that. Totally
Exactly.
get that. So next
Yeah.
question is, how can people assist you with your actions?
Whoa. Whew, that's a question. I think that it would be great if people, the first thing I want to do is say, come over to my TikTok and comment on my video. That's the first thing I want to say. um, but the second one would be to join the kingdom, in the sense of, what is your platform and what are you going to do on it? And if you find that you're looking at the world and they're like, you're just seeing something, maybe that's even making you a little resigned, a little cynical, a little negative, like myself, then that's actually your calling. It's saying that you have a piece to the puzzle that no one's filling it. And so, if you were to assist me, would be to join that mindset, and just how powerful it could be when we have more and more people just being the change that they want to see in the world. As cliche as it is, it's exactly what we're doing here. So
Wow. Wow. That's I feel that. I feel that. Thank you for creating such a welcoming platform because What you're
Yeah.
saying is like, hey, if you like my message, come on board. If you have something that you want to say, and that's for me what's been so difficult for me to try to create, because over the last couple years, I've I mean, maybe yeah, maybe more than that. I've become great at critiquing other people's work, amazing at critiquing other people's work. So much so that I'm like,
Right.
I can't put this out. What are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? Like
Yeah.
I don't know how to deal with that. And I feel like the
Yeah.
one negative comment, I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm done. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
But how do you navigate that? Like
Yeah.
how do you
Well,
navigate
it's been
the internet?
no, I am a soft-bellied, sensitive person who has put out things and people have said horrendous things. I mean, if you come to my TikTok, you will see like people hold nothing back. But it actually makes you confront yourself, honestly. And I think one of the first line in my song "Knots" is really the theme to this, which is, "Are you afraid of who you really are?" Because when you put yourself out in the internet, you get to see who you are in people's eyes, but also who you are when you need to respond. And I really discovered like how insecure I was because my response to people at first was just, I mean, look, you say that I had a warm platform, but no, I was fighting these kids in the beginning. I was like, "Yo, mama, this. And how could you say these things?" I was really like seeing myself for real. And it was actually fun because as a parent, again, bringing in that parenthood, you have to be like perfect in your head. You're trying to be perfection. And so this allowed me to see all of my imperfections, which was, there's times when I'm like, am I embarrassed? Am I this? Am I that? But no, what I am is like living and experiencing the excitement of life. And when I could stay in that point of view, and I stay in the experimental point of view, and I focus on what my message is, then it allows me to just get stronger in the faces of opinion. And really it shows you so much about what opinions are. It shows you that people have opinions and they don't matter. Like, people can say stop and this sounds like trash all day, and what are they going to see tomorrow? They're going to see another post from me. So that place where we're always like looking for criticism. Everybody, everyone tells me I've always got this back, like, you don't take criticism well. And I feel like this is a part of, like, a hidden part of my message, which is, why should I take your criticism? Why should I take it? In the sense of, I trust myself. And there is a ear. I have an ear. I hear what you're saying, but there's another ear, and it's almost like this ear is like, I'm hearing what people are saying in general. So like, when everyone is like, I could do better, I could do a better verse, then I'm like, well, do it, show me your better verse. Like, that's the hidden ear, is that, wow, I could be inspiration. You're trying to find me, and I'm trying to say, put out your verse. Sorry, I don't know if I should
It's
curse.
okay. I haven't
Put
figured
out
out yet
your
how to bleep those things
verse.
anyway.
Okay, I have to just filter myself. So yeah, and also, like, people will say, this sounds like this and this sounds like trash. So you have to ask yourself, okay, this is what they said. What is it that I'm really taking about this? Does this mean that I should stop? So that's the inner ear that I'm asking. So it's like, people may think that I'm saying I'm not listening. What I'm not listening to is the pain that I feel in your criticism. But what I am listening to is like a hidden cry about, what is it about what I'm doing that can grow, the message can be bigger, can reach beyond just, your physical eye or whatever. So I think one example was last summer. The kids on TikTok, they were like, you at your Jurassic age, and you're so old. And I kind of took that and put it in the skit. So like, there's a skit where I'm like going back and forth, and I say it to myself, like, you at your Jurassic age, you're still doing this. And back and forth with myself, yes, I'm still doing this, we're gonna do the song. But my favorite one, the one that I'm, really proud of, was a verse where I talked about, like, I say, can I live a little? Can I dream a little? yeah, I'm not 40, but life begins at 30.
Mm.
So let me breathe a little, in the sense of like, the idea, when I hear everyone saying you're so old, I'm hearing the cry of we're scared to get older. And that's when I'm like, ah, that's the message that I want to bring. So it's weird. It's like you're interpreting the real thing that people are asking from you. And when you can get that down, it's going to make you feel confident about who you are and what you are. Here's my daughter. She just walked in the room. I don't know
Yes, yes,
why.
yes. Let's see the daughter. If that's
Here,
okay with
come,
you.
Maya, come right quick. Yeah, that's okay. Come and say hi right quick, right quick, right quick. Say hi. Say hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Say my name's Naya.
My name is Naya.
Naya, how old are you, Naya? You're so big now.
How he said, how old are you?
I'm 4.
4. Wow. Can I see number 4? One, two,
Show
three.
4.
Show
Count
me
4.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
Yay!
Oh,
Oh wait,
5.
okay.
Okay. All right.
Let's
All
keep her
right.
here. Okay. Okay, okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Naya, for joining
Naya.
us.
Goodbye. No, you're
I
gonna go back. Dad.
Ah,
will
Okay, okay, okay.
that is so amazing.
Yes, that's real life right there. That's real life.
Yeah, real people, real adults have kids and have pets and parents and real human beings have things that they're dealing with in life. And I really liked what you just said a moment ago is that when you see a criticism, when you see some kind of criticism, you think, okay, especially by age, like that person is actually afraid or there's some pain connected there. And how can I really reflect that or really transform that for that person in my music? So wow. All right. I got one more question and then we want to get into the music because we've been talking about this music. We got to give them the music, right? So,
Yes.
bringing it together, what advice would you have for someone who is looking to do this a similar action that you're doing? Like they have some music or something they want to, push the button on. What advice do you have for that
Hmm.
person?
Yeah. Well, the first thing I would say is you got to figure out what makes you connect to whatever you're doing. Because once you start putting it out into the world, and the world comes and chews up your stuff, it's a different experience. So the first thing is like having a relationship to whatever you're doing. Like I'm always telling my husband, actually, I'm like I'm my biggest fan because I'll be sitting here jamming to my songs and can't nobody tell me that this ain't the song. And I know that there's all kinds of messed up things, because I'm doing it all by myself, but I'm just so moved by the fact that I'm able to do this, and I have the freaking, cojones to even attempt to try to do this. And it makes life exciting. It makes it fun. And that part no one can take from me. And that's when it's time to go out into the world and just see what it does. And if you stay in the experimental mindset, I think that really helped me, because the perfection thing is going to drive you absolutely crazy. Um, but if you stay in the space of, you're getting better, you're going to do better on the next one, that it's all about a process, um, then I think that it gives you a little bit more of the courage. But I definitely understand that people feel like they're just jumping off a cliff. But it's like, if there was anything you could do to like make you just feel like you are significant, and that you're impacting the world, that you're effective in the world, then why wouldn't you do it? Like, you have one life, you have one chance. And if you let go of all of the cynicism and all of the negativity, all of that is just really the fear of what's possible for you. And you'll be able to almost have a clear mind when you let that go, and you just say, okay, well, what is my thing? What is going to be my thing? And you don't have to have all of the answers, and you don't have to have everything perfect. But I mean, I promise you, there are kids, there are teenagers who message me all the time, and they really like what I'm doing. So I pay attention to those things, the things that really matter, and it's all about what you make matter to you. that was also the thing. I was really making the haters matter, and it was fun because I made songs about it. But I realized that there was a point where I'm like, I'm focusing on this so hard, and I'm actually losing sight of what I really wanted to do here. And that, it's all, even that moment, I don't beat myself up over. I'm just like, yeah, it was a part of the adventure. I got into it with some people, and I learned how to come out of it, and I'm enjoying it. I just really feel like I came back alive, and I feel like I would wish this for anyone, honestly.
Wow. So, wow, that was so powerful. So I got a couple of things from that. One, you are enjoying the ride. There is a destination out there, but definitely you are enjoying every minute of this journey, and that's awesome. And second,
Yeah.
I'm really getting what you're making matter. You having fun, the people that you're actually impacting, and that they're getting inspired. So that's so dope. So thank you so much for sharing those tips. All right, so let's get into this music. I hope this works. It's my first time setting this up here, right? So let me see here. So let me know if you can hear this.
Okay.
Okay, first, what track is this? This is like a little quick TikTok thing
Okay.
here.
Yeah, so I do remixes mainly on TikTok. I do my originals, but this is what I call meme music. It's kind of like a subcultural thing that people haven't really realized what it is. And what for me it is remixing the trending songs and just putting my own spin on it. This one is a response to the haters. I had it and I made a song for the haters. So this was the remix for that.
Okay, let's listen to the mix.
Yeah, she be tryna flirt, so I tell that
Pocket rocket.
whoa. Haters in my comments, I'm like, hey, ho. Yeah, she be tryna flirt.
So, question for you: how long does it take for you to put this together? Are you remixing and freestyling as you go along? Are you like doing something, stopping the camera, reposition? Like, what's your creative process when you're doing all this?
Well, it first starts with the song and picking out the trending song that I feel is inspiring me to do something. So I have a night or a session where I'm either freestyling and writing at the same time, or I'm really just sitting there writing out everything that I want to say. This one was definitely a freestyle. I just went straight to the mic and started writing and singing as I was going because I wanted it to be catchy and I wanted it to get out of it was like I wanted to get this one out of the way. And I was like, I just want to talk about these haters for a second and just spun Coach I's his melody and just added my words to it, which is what remixes are. You do whatever you want. And so what this is a clip. So TikTok, everything shorter is better. So this has a longer version, but this is the
Oh,
clip that blew up. And so yeah, it keeps going,
whoa!
but
You've
this is like
got
an
a lot of
intro.
people on this one. A lot of like
Yeah.
hearts and viewers. And then this person says right here, "Don't let this happen again."
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's look at another one of these TikTok things, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. So what's this one here?
Okay, this is Jaden Smith's song Icon Living, and I absolutely love it. And what I love the most about it is how, it's two different, generations. He's a lot younger than me, but we both have the same mindset. And this one I just flipped the word icon, right? And basically saying it's I can living, right? And so I'm trying to tell people this is what I'm doing here. And I mean, it does curse a little bit, so I just want to let you know that in the beginning.
So, all
But
right. So
you know,
if you have little ones, please push them to the side.
yes.
Wait, is Naya in the room still? Is she?
No, she's not.
Okay.
She's
All
not
right.
here.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
I am just an icon living. Icon living, place again. They'll be screaming my name like I am icon living, like double the win, double the tens. Like icon living, 2020 change the lens, change the lens. I am just an icon living.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. I got it. I think these were some of the things that I
Yeah.
was seeing on Instagram. And actually, believe it or not, I
Yeah.
do have a TikTok. I don't do anything on there because I don't know what to put out there. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't rap. I can't dance. I can cook though. I mean, maybe I might do some of that stuff. But this is so dope.
Yeah. Oh, Yeah, there's all kinds of things on TikTok. And what I do actually on TikTok is I look for artists and I saw that they were doing. So there's artists that are remixing songs all the time. And I just do what they do. I take the same songs that they're remixing, but I'm recording it and doing it my own way. So you got to honor what you got in your hands right now. But I am riding a trend, and that is something to remember when this is why I got there as fast as I can, because I know a lot of people are like, this is awful and I hate this and how did she get this? And it's because I'm riding the trend. And that's the
Mm.
idea of icon living. Like really trying to do this. I'm not just out here pretending like I'm not good. Like, no, I believe I'm good. I can do it. And look, like people are like, how is it that she's doing this? And I don't like it. But this one jumped 20K today. This
Whoa.
video, I posted this a week ago. It's way bigger than it is. It just started just flying. And I think it's because the message is like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm not 18. It doesn't matter if I don't have the greatest voice. It doesn't matter if I'm not your favorite rapper. I'm still doing it. I can't living.
I love it.
So
I
that's
love this. I love
it.
every minute of this, the rawness of this, the realness of this, because I feel TikTok is really like the pandemic switched up a lot of different things where things were coming out and people were doing a whole bunch of different things in terms of like straight from shooting it to putting it out. There was a lot less editing because of the pandemic and everything. And I think that's what's so great about this is just the grittiness about this. And just like you said, this is icon living. That's awesome. All right. But you also do your own stuff too. You're not just doing stuff on
Yeah.
TikTok. And I love that because for you, this is self-expression. This is marketing. This is you getting yourself out there. But so
Right.
this is another one of yours right here. And
Yes.
this is your like your baby, right? This is like your other
That's
baby, I
right.
guess. So tell us about
Yeah,
this
it's right.
track.
It's my other baby. Yeah, okay, so this is about okay, so here's my plan. I've never told anyone. My remixes is me just being whatever, not having to be anything. And my original music is where I'm really focusing on the craft of the sound and the message really expanding. So Killer Kiss is about this idea of okay, you're in opposition with somebody. To end a fight would be to come together with a killer kiss, and this idea of coming together. We're not fighting anymore. I'm loving you. And this kiss is going to kill the fight, basically. So that's the idea. But it's a love song, it's a sexy song. And yeah, that's Killer Kiss.
All right, let's listen.
Mouth to mouth, I'm a trick so you can breathe. If I'm the goddess, then you're my need. I'm faithful to you cause I'm faithful to me. Turning hurts into hearts, I'm nice to my needs. Follow through with me. I believe in love cause it believes in me. If you treat me right, then you get the lead. Yeah. I got the senses perfume like ether. I can get demonic hallucinations.
I like it. I like it. This is so different
Yeah.
from the other stuff that we went through. Question:
Yeah.
how long did it take you to make this compared to some of the other stuff that we listened to earlier?
Yeah, these songs are going to take me 2 weeks, where the remixes are about 2.5 days from song writing, recording, and making the videos. So the level of time working on the craft is way longer for the original songs.
Dope, dope, dope. But I love that you're
Hmm.
so disciplined and saying, okay, 2 days for this, 2 weeks for this, and you're constantly
That's right.
creating and you're not letting yourself slow down for anything. Awesome. So we got time for maybe
Yeah.
one more. Oh no, wait, what's this?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think we got time for maybe one more. And this one, I'm gonna
Okay.
just play on the iPad, so we won't even see it. So I
Okay.
want to let you
Oh,
introduce
okay.
this one right here. This one, the one that you said you emailed me. This was like Shane, you got to play this one. This is the one that you said.
Oh, it's the song, the MP3. I
Yep.
just did this one today. It's from Euphoria, which is a remix of the song I'm Tired, and I'm basically writing about being a mom, and so that's why I love this
All right,
one.
let's play it.
Okay.
Lord, you know I'm tired now that I'm a mother of my own. Lord, you know I'm tired. I can't do this shit alone. I thank my mother for what she's done for me. I forgive my father for what he couldn't teach. I gotta put this resentment on the shelf. I gotta raise a daughter who loves herself. Sharks thirsty for the bait, and I can't protect you every day. I pray the Lord that He'll guide you anyway. And I know that I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm grateful that I'm gonna catch 'em break. No stopping me, this my story. I'm the hero, ex-woman for you. Can't stop this track. Now when I'm dealing, I'm like Henrietta Lacks. Cause I bleed, but I'll be coming back. Yeah, I'll bleed, but I'll be coming back.
But I'll be coming
Now
back.
that I'm a mother of my own, I'll be coming back.
Be coming back.
Yeah. I like that. Thank you so much. So that's like a first, right? Like that's not out anywhere, right?
Yeah, that hasn't. I just dropped the teaser, which is like that 10-second clip, like what you saw with the haters in my comments. So I haven't dropped the full verse yet. Maybe
Wow.
tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much for coming and just sharing your art first off. Thank you for taking the time. Like on a Friday night for you to come here while you know you got your little one and your husband and all that. I thank you, thank you, thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so stick around. Let me just wrap this up, and then we'll be done. So, thank you so much, everyone, for checking us out. Today we had Krena the Princess. Bam, 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 right there. And if you are someone that is up to something big, I want to hear about it. I would love to have you on my show. Just reach out to me. Drop a comment in there, or if you know someone that's doing something big. Now, it's not about you winning. It's not about, oh, I did this and I'm winning. I want to talk to people that are actually in the trenches. I want to talk to people that are actually in the fight, that are every day they're jumping into or they're about to jump into something and they have no idea. So that right there, that moment, I want to know. So thank you so much. The Venture Herb Podcast. See you next time. And where's that button? Bam.